Hello everyone, Be the Amazing Greek here. Today in this video I'm going to show you where I've put a handle finally on my homemade machete slash big ass knife. This machete I designed and made probably eight maybe 9 years ago. Well, 6 to 8 years ago when I first started going on my campouts with my buddies. Originally, the handle, I hadn't been doing wood handles. I didn't make a lot of handles. Everything was welded and just secure, nothing too artistic. And it had metal slabs on the side to give it width. And then I just put shrink wrap as a tube. Looks like an inner tube. You slide it on electrical connections, you heat it up, and it shrinks on, and it has a glue in there that binds it. And I had that on there for a long time, and it started to kind of break down, the glue did and stuff, so then I cord wrapped it and this and that. And finally, after making the homemade kukri, I said, let me put a real freaking handle on this. Unfortunately, last night when I did this, TV was on. It was boring the crap out of me. I wasn't in the mood for it. So I come out to the garage. I didn't know what I was going to do. 2.5 hours later, I had handles glued onto my machete. So I apologize for not showing you what I did, how I did it. It's a messy job, but it's freaking awesome. I'm almost done with it. So I'm going to switch over, show you a close-up view. Right now I got the handles gluing on. They've been gluing, I guess, 18, 20 hours almost. And I'll show you what I did, how it looks, and I'll tell you the next step, and let you see it overall. It's an awesome tool. So let me switch over. Alright, I'm just going to give you a quick view of the finishing process here. What I did was, it has pins in it, some brass pins. I had bought some rod, probably 3 years ago for this project to try to do this, but I was a little hesitant to put the wood handles. I've got 3 vice clamps, C-clamps, holding the slats here on the side. When I shaped it, I did not, I had the pins in. It's a very good holding fit by itself like that. So we got one of them right there. Got the other one there. I was originally going to put 3. I did not squeeze these so tight that in the wood, this is oak. These are slats, the same stuff that I used to make this handle. That's the kukri. And this is the finishing process where the glue is holding. And then I actually put glue in the holes with a little stick before I put the pins in there to help it hold. Let me turn the camera off again, then I'll show you an overall view of this. I just didn't want you to miss how you glue all this together. Alright, here's the tool. I made this, like I said, between 6, 8, 9 years ago. It's 1/4 inch stock. It's heavy duty. I was experimenting with designs to make for a chopper slash knife machete without the length of a machete. This is 15 3/4 inches long. It has about a 10 1/4 inch blade. The cross guard here, that is 1/4 inch stock also, and inside here it's welded into place on both sides. And then I took the stupid angle grinder, one of these right here, and rounded it out so that I didn't have something to agitate the hand. Now it just happened that these are 1/4 inch slats from oak. I had bought the one piece when I made the kukri over there, and I had some left over. Luckily, the width of it, I think it was 1.5 inches, 1 1/4. It happened to fit the handle that I had shaped into it. As you can see, there's the two brass copper pins. I cut those with a hacksaw to 3/4 inches, and then put them into place, and it held very securely. I drilled over here on my little drill press. I held it in there, and I drilled the pilot holes in the metal first, Then I clamped with like this style here. I clamped it into place how I wanted it, then used my center punches, put that in the metal hole, popped, marked my location, drilled them in the wood. Then I did the other side, and then I put the pins in, both, holding on both slats. It was very secure, just like that. It was a very good fit. And then I started shaping it. I need like a little scroll saw or something like that, because when I had it like this, the wood slats actually, I mean, I had this much, like this right here, sticking up, and I had to file all that away. The problem that I saw as I was doing it is, as I was filing this back piece that I was pressing against, that being that it wasn't glued in position, I was very scared I was going to crack that, so I had to be very careful. Used the Dremel tool a lot. Used the rasp here, the half round file, and of course I used the not so curved rasp. Those are the main tools I used, and I think it turned out very good. Like I said, this is the second wood handle. Well, I take that back, the third wood handle. You've seen the kukri. My very first one, I can show you real quick so you can see that I am progressing a little bit. This was the very first wood handle I ever did. Very simple, one finger notch, very thick side slats. These are beyond a quarter, but this is a hefty knife, and it's held on with leather rivets. That's what I had at the time. I wasn't sure how to do it, but this is a badass knife. It feels so good in the hand. That's just a $15 jobby Chinese deal, but it's nice. But anyway, so looking at the difference, this was actually cedar, so it's very pretty. This is the oak, and I went in here with the rasps, and I made it, relieved it so it's not squared off. It fits to my hand. Up in here, where my thumb intersects with my pointing finger, I filed that down, rounded it off real good so that I don't have any squareness when wielding this. It's an awesome blade. I love this thing. This is what I take with me every year camping, versus an axe, and this is what I use to split wood. And I don't mean, these little trinkets I got over here, not like that. I'm talking easily, well, a piece of wood this big, like a milk jug, it'll split that like nothing. You can baton with this. It's not heat treated. My intention was, when I took the cord wrap handle off, I was going to heat treat the whole thing, and this and that. I never did. I got excited when I started making the handle. So next step will be to I'll probably sand it down just a little bit more, just to make it nice. The rivets are pretty much flush. One side's dead flush, the other side's just a little bit sticking out, but it's not enough that I feel it when I'm holding it. So I'm very happy with that handle. So next step, polyurethane. Put a couple good coats on there. I just realized I didn't have any kind of lanyard hole. I got enough room I could put one with if I wanted, but I don't know that I will. So that's my homemade machete slash, big ass survival knife. I love this knife. I would not be afraid to have this with me, shelter building, anything like that. You can see it does have one nick here. During one camp out, we accidentally cut into a nail, but it's awesome. This knife, I did not forge this. This was made on a milling machine. This was flat stock. Then I took end mills and I set the angle like I wanted. I believe it's about 22 degrees, and that's an included angle. This whole thing is like a 22-degree wedge, and came down, went down the other side, came down the other side, and the handle I pretty much did hand doing. How do I want it to fit this, that, and the other? But it's a very, very useful tool. When I made it, that back leaning edge there. I don't know, something about it. I don't have to worry about the tip breaking on me. If it does, you know, it's just it's an easy fix. It does not have a stabbing, penetrating quality, but it's not a combat knife, which, you know, how many of us really are in combat? But that's the end result, and once I laminate it, I'll let you guys see the pretty finish, and that's it. So you do not have to be what's known as a knife smith or anything. If you got an idea, make it. That's what I said. I had AutoCAD out. I said, ooh, that looks cool. Boom, I made it. That's the end of story. So I can do it. You can do it. Just get out in the garage and, you know, experiment. But very happy with that handle. Like I said, my third one. I'm getting better. So you guys take it easy. Thanks for watching. I'm V the Amazing Greek, and I will catch you later.